Hello Gemini, this is a timeless reading for you. I'm using my own cards, my medieval oracle deck. In the middle of your spread, we have the fairy card. She can come up in a positive or negative way, or sometimes both at once. She's surrounded by the healer, the rose, poison, and moon. The spread itself feels very gentle and harmonious to me. So don't get bothered by the poison card. The poison card is not coming up in a negative way here as literal poison or something toxic or anything harmful or dangerous. It's more like if the poison card in my deck comes up in a positive way, it comes up as some kind of medicine, antidote, or just a metaphor for some kind of cure. It doesn't have to be physical medicine. It can just be, it can just represent emotional or mental healing regarding a certain thing. I don't know, we have the rose here, and it's a cliche, but we often associate the rose with romance, and in my deck it can stand for that. But it doesn't have to, it comes up in other ways as well. In your reading, there is something romantic here. I'm not so much the great romantic reader, but these things come up in my readings as well sometimes. And I feel like it's different for you. For some of you, there is something about romance that's being healed. For others of you, the rose just stands for beauty or aesthetics, fragrance, something gentle, something, just beautiful. And especially together with the moon card, the moon card is very gentle, very motherly. It is divinely feminine. It can also stand for aesthetics. It also stands for something very spiritual and wise, not just the normal wisdom that people grow as they grow older, life experience, but I mean a more profound kind of wisdom. It stands for spiritual intuition, spiritual insights and all of that. So the healer and the fairy, they can also represent men, but this reading feels quite feminine to me, so don't worry if you're a man watching this. It doesn't mean that this reading can't be for you. That's not what I mean at all. There is something about, I have that in a lot of readings coming up, that there is so much healing about, of our feminine aspects, our feminine qualities. Even men have feminine qualities within them, just as women have masculine qualities as well. And it seems very necessary at the moment, and also very attainable at the moment, that we can heal some broken or crippled aspects of our inner femininity. And especially, the poison card and the healer card together, they are so strongly telling us that, as I said earlier, the poison card is not coming up in a negative way in your reading. The healer could be a person in your life, a mother, a friend. It could be an older person than you. It could even be a therapist or a doctor, someone who will give you that kind of healing or help you to heal yourself, or just say something, even if they don't have the skills to heal someone, just by chance, by some kind of coincidence. It could even be a stranger on the street, like smiling to you when you need it the most, or just someone saying something to you. You could be sitting at a park, on a park bench somewhere, just having a small talk to someone, and just in 5 minutes this person might hit some kind of very important spot that will trigger something very healing within you. And it wasn't even their intention. They were just being honest about something. It could be something like that as well. This healing feels very effortless. Sometimes we are aware of, like we are carrying something around that's very burning and we try to heal it, but it just doesn't heal and we don't understand why. And we put so much effort into it, we reflect, we go to maybe therapy, I don't know, it could even be just a physical illness. Not just, but something where maybe some kind of medicine, it just didn't work. And you tried several things and maybe finally it could be that you find the right thing that will help you to heal. With the fairy card, I'm still not sure. For some of you, this could represent yourself, but not for all of you. There could be two people around you helping you with something. The fairy could even be someone who recommends this healer to you. Like some kind of embodied, physical, spiritual, sorry, that was my stomach. I'm quite hungry at the moment, so it's growling a little bit. This fairy person could just be someone who will help you to find this healer or to find this right doctor, therapist, whoever that is. This fairy person could also be a new romantic encounter. Because I'm not, I haven't given enough rise to the rose yet. And I feel like, the healer and the poison card are very connected, and the fairy and the rose are very connected, and, together with this moon. It could also be for some of you that whatever healing that is, if this is something psychological or emotional that is being healed, it could be that due to that healing, you will have this new romantic encounter. The fairy person is very gentle, very subtle, also very spiritual, very intuitive, very suitable with the moon card as well. She can be a clairvoyant. She can also be overly sensitive and withdraw quickly. Oh my god, my stomach will growl soon again because it's super empty. I have to eat something soon. Often when I pull this fairy card, I'm mentioning that the fairy can be very irreliable. She can be fluctual. She can, be in and out, not because she has bad intentions, but she's, I don't know. She's not very grounded. And she's some kind of shapeshifter. But in your reading, she doesn't come up in that way. She doesn't give me that vibe. She actually feels quite stable, quite mature, and I'm not always getting that from her. Could be that this was an aspect of you, that you were sometimes, don't get me wrong, irreliable in a certain way, but not in a bad, evil, negative way, but sometimes some people have anxiety or they are very stressed, and let's just say maybe you canceled a lot of appointments, dates, deadlines with your friends in your personal life because maybe you have PTSD or something like that, or you're just very sensitive, especially in large crowds, and then you wanted to meet your friends, go to a party or a bar, but then your anxiety kicks in and you have to cancel. So it makes you sort of irreliable, but not in a nasty way. I think you're getting what I'm aiming at. So not everyone who is irreliable is, a terrible person. Sometimes they have good reasons. And it could be that there's a healing to that as well. For others of you, I'm getting, maybe you had some kind of romantic anxiety. I mean, some people are very stable in life and with their friends, family, with their jobs. They have a very good self-confidence. But as soon as they have a romantic date, they become very anxious. There could be healing about that for some of you as well. I'm getting another thing. For just very, very few, there is some healing regarding a relationship to a mother. It can be a biological mother or someone who raised you like a mother. And I'm not speaking of healing in a toxic relationship with an abusive mother. It just was something maybe based on misunderstandings, or when two people are just very different, like mother and daughter are just utterly different personality types. This is just for very few of you. I'm getting something about that as well. Let me look into the bottom of the deck. I don't feel it doesn't quite relate to this main spread anymore. We have the Death, the Thief, the Sword, Letter, which are not necessarily great cards, but I'm not getting a negative vibe from them anyway. I feel like the Death is just the death of this, whatever was kind of negative poison to you. This is just being healed. This is just over. And the Thief is maybe not, it could be for some, but for most of you, not an actual person, but a metaphor for something that's leaving your life. Like they're packing their baggage and pulling it away from you so you can be free. Sometimes people are dumping their baggage onto us and we make it our own problem. So this could be something about that as well, that this is now fading out, leaving. The Sword card mainly appears in my deck as some kind of destiny, something that's tailored for you. The Sun card, the Laurels, it looks quite good again. Justice, success, and just ease, light, enlightenment. But we have to focus more on this part of the spread. And I'm thinking if I can get any more from this reading. I want to take a look also at the Poison and the Rose card together, because I was talking about aesthetics. Aesthetics don't always have to be visual or audio, visual, or just something that we can hear. It can also be about taste. Like this is it's a little bit less relevant part of the reading now. It could be that for some of you, maybe you lost your sense of taste, maybe not utterly, but a little bit. I heard that, due to the whole virus thing, this whole infection stuff, some people, when they have these long-term problems after this infection, that they lost a bit of their sense of taste. Could be that there is a healing to that. Another thing I was getting, because the Rose somehow reminds me of wine together with the Poison card, maybe this is something that some of you are getting into, this whole wine business, like making your own wine. There's just something about taste and drinks, but it doesn't feel like juice or water. It feels like, because, you know, the poison often also comes up as alcohol, but together with the rose, it's not this kind of cheap or tasteless kind of alcohol. So it makes me think of expensive wine. I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm just getting it. So maybe this resonates with some of you, that there could be some nice development regarding this kind of topic as well. Like if you were starting some kind of wine business, or you just wanted to make your own wine, that, oh my God, my stomach is so loud, I'm sorry. That you will just be successful in this business. But this is just for a few of you. So I'm just gonna leave it here because I'm not getting anything else and I'm very hungry. So thank you for watching.